I see it.
Yeah. Hi, Vivian. I'm Susan Thomas here with MEX-PRE and talking with my friend Vivian Kallman, and who's the animal communicator. And we were talking the other day, she had a bunch of interesting things to tell me about her new project where she's talking with mustangs. So I think that might be really interesting to our audience who are also horse lovers. So tell us a little bit about this new project, Vivian.
Sure. Thanks for inviting me on today. You know, as an animal communicator, I have had conversations with so many animals over the years. And recently, I've had some conversations with born in the wild mustangs. And the quality of the information, the content that they wanted to share was just really a lot deeper, and it was more like teachings or messages um, in general, as well as for the owner specifically. So I thought it would be really interesting to collect these conversations, and I'm not exactly sure what is going to happen with them, but my feeling is that if I could be of service to them somehow, you know, to help their status or well-being or help people understand them, then, you know, maybe down the road I'll know what this is all about. But in the meantime, I am looking for participants who would be willing to allow me to have a conversation with their born in the wild Mustang. And during the sessions, I take notes, like transcripts, so I would be happy to send those by email to the owner and move forward. And each time I get a chance to talk to one of these horses, I write it down, and it's just been really, really interesting.
And this is free to the owner, is that correct?
There's no charge to participate in the Mustang project. So
and do you find that kind of the same themes are coming through with the different horses, or what are you finding?
well, it's general, very my sense is that they want to teach us the truth about freedom and compassion, because it seems that as a species, they really are able to contain those qualities, as most people who have horses would be able to testify to. They have incredible experiences with their horses. And so some of these conversations are sort of illuminating what it is about them that enables them to hold that space for us and for each other. It's fascinating. I'm really excited.
Yeah. And how many have you talked to so far?
So far, I have 5. I've spoken to 5. And so I have people, everybody that I have thought of to contact and, you know, let their friends know. I'm trying to find as many as possible to see where this might go.
Well, that's exciting. And what are they telling you?
Oops, I lost the audio.
Oh, can you hear me now?
I can't hear you. There you are. Yes, yes, yes. So I don't know what you asked me. Pardon?
What are they telling you?
Well, I've written a few things down that I'd love to share with you, because I'd love your feedback. Whoever's watching this video, if you want to message me and let me know what you think, I'd be really thrilled to hear from you. So I've written down about 8 or 10 things that they have said about themselves, about life, about us. So I'm just going to read them now. So the first one is, this horse likes noticing things with all of his senses. And I know as people, we use our sense of sight more than most of us do. And
Yes.
can imagine how much richer life is when you are able to use your other senses as well.
That would be
And
amazing.
so I think they want us to experience life in a richer way. At least that's what I'm getting. Um, they they would like us sometimes to just hang out with them and align heartbeats
Mhm.
with them, so you could feel what they're feeling and the tempo and the vibration of their being. Um, they You can actually feel with your mind, which is a different quality than thinking, but I don't have any more information than that at this point. Um, they said that they are energetically in touch with each other, so they feel supported in their unique experiences. So my was, even if they're not together as a herd, they feel each other's presence, and it supports them, and it nourishes them, it nurtures them in whatever situation they find themselves.
So they have a real strong
Um,
community then.
and then the most, go ahead.
Then they have a very strong
They
community,
do.
and that supports them
Yeah.
even when they're not,
Yeah.
perhaps not
And
together.
right. So it's another way they experience life that's on a different dimension than we tend to um, experience life. So the one that I found really fascinating, this was just the other day, and this horse is getting into more details and said that he has the capacity to hold multiple paradigms, experiencing life through various lenses. He can have a physical experience, a mental experience, emotional experience, our experience, the herd's experience, the earth's experience, the universe's experience, and what it feels like to experience them all together.
Wow, that must be amazing.
Yeah, it kind of blew me away.
I'm gonna try to get closer to my Wi-Fi connection. See if that helps a little bit.
Okay,
Oh yeah, I think it does.
okay, good.
Yeah. There we go. Now I'm right next to the box.
Perfect.
The magic box.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, that
Well,
is amazing. I cannot imagine being able to experience life through all your senses. It must be just absolutely amazing because I find that I'm so, vision oriented. Um,
mhm.
yeah. And I think, if you could do that, it would just be, I think it would just it would blow my mind.
And maybe that explains a little bit that ones can be so reactive to things because their senses are more sensitive, they're missing more of them. And so, with a communication session, be able to those things out. I've had horse clients who told me that they see better than the other horse, and that's why they want to beat all the time. And so the thing they do make purpose in their paradigm of life. It's just
Mhm.
hard for us to know, to understand it. And the communication allows us to hear what they want to know so that we can work together
Yeah,
and,
and
be more part.
it sounds like they really work as a community because maybe that horse that told you, I think I think I own the sister of that horse. She was always like, looking for cats or lions or whatever in the trees far away and da 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 da. And it would really be quite um unsettling to me when until finally I had this epiphany, I don't know how or why, that she just thought that that was her role to look
Mhm.
for things in trees
Mhm.
and things high up.
Yeah.
And once I understood that and stopped, uh, working against it and whatever, we were just all good. And she stopped being spooky and, and all that stuff. So that kind of makes sense to me because, that one has good vision and she's looking around, and maybe another one has good hearing. And so he's the horse that will
Right.
startle for the smallest sounds or and so they're all using their strong points, and then that makes the community stronger, which again tells me we can learn so much from animals if we work together like they work together. How strong would our community be? What would our world be?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. And I think too, it's really sad to see the Mustang roundups and everything they're doing to these animals. And every animal and every person, every living thing has a role in life, and we need to respect that and treasure that. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, and
I,
these horses have so much to show us, to teach us.
Absolutely. So I don't really know where this project is going, but I'm hoping that in some way it will benefit them, that something will present itself and the accumulated information from these conversations will somehow be something that can help them.
Yeah,
That's all I've got.
maybe it will generate more, interest and more support and, rescuing of the Mustangs. So
Sure.
that's really exciting. So again, anyone that has a Mustang that was born in the wild,
Mhm.
is encouraged to reach out to you, and at no cost to them. And let's just see where this goes, and hopefully we can save the Mustangs. It's so exciting.
That sounds great. Thanks so much for giving me this time to talk about
Well,
it.
thank you. You take care. Always enjoy talking to you.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.